Hello everybody, my name is Jacqueline and in today's video I have a review of the brand new foundation by Givenchy. It's the Teint Couture EVERWEAR, and this foundation is a 24-hour wear foundation, so we're going to put that onto the test with an 18-hour wear test. That's a very long day, but if you want to hear more about this foundation, please consider to subscribe to my channel and do not forget to ring that little notification bell so you can get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, it would be wonderful if you can follow me on my Instagram. I would love to have you there. Now, if you are ready to know more about this new Givenchy foundation, just keep on watching. Okay my friends, so today I'm gonna be demonstrating some application of the new Givenchy Couture EVERWEAR 24-hour wear life-proof foundation. Life-proof? I don't know right there, but anyhow, when you open the package, you will find a beautiful bottle. It's a glass bottle. It becomes like this. It has a silver cap. It does have the logo of Givenchy. So this luxury foundation costs $52 and I was able to get it through that Sephora VIP sale, so I had a little bit of a discount in there. It does come in 20 different shades, and if you can tell from the Sephora website, the shades are more catering for those who have fair to light, light to medium skin tone. Medium to tan, it's kind of like that borderline. It doesn't really cater for those who have deeper complexions, tan to deep skin tones. It's not there. Now, foundation, it says to have a medium to full coverage that blurs imperfections, hydrates, and evens out the complexion for a flawless, natural finish. The coverage, again, it is medium and it can build up to full coverage, so we will see that when we try it today. And then the finish is a natural finish. The formulation is a liquid formulation and it's good for either normal, dry combination and oily skin, so pretty much everybody in the spectrum. It doesn't say anything about those who have sensitive or reactive skin. We usually don't see those claims in most of foundations. Now, this foundation does have SPF 20 and it is free of parabens. Also, this foundation is non-oily. It actually blends in without building up texture, and it will leave you a bare skin sensation, okay? Also in the description, it says that it will give you a natural glow. So let's see if it's a glowy foundation or you just have a little bit more of that radiance finish. We will see upon application. Okay, so let's just go ahead, jump into the application and let's see how it goes. As usual, I'm gonna go with my beauty blender on one side of my face, and on the other side of my face I will be using this Sigma F88 brush, and we just go on application like that. When I'm trying for the first time foundation, I don't like to wear any type of primers. I usually have just my regular skincare. Right now is morning time, so it is right now about 6:24 in the morning, and when I do this type of wear test, I just like to don't wear any type of primer so I can see how the foundation works on my skin throughout the day. Alrighty then, so let's get started. Let me just get you a little bit closer so you can see a little bit of how is the finish of the foundation at first application. Let's just pump it. I just did a full pump right here. Now, consistency wise, it seems to be kind of moussey, kind of like a mousse type of foundation. So one side we're gonna go with a beauty sponge. And it has a very interesting scent. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can. I'm doing a second pump. You know, it smells like, I don't know if it's like tuberose or jasmine. That's the scent that I'm kind of like. So it has like a florally scent, not super perfumey. Okay, first thing, as always, it's just so hard to get the right shade online. My local Sephora, they don't have like a full line of foundations, so it's just a little bit hard to actually shade match online. But this is actually a pretty good shade match. To begin with, it is definitely a medium coverage foundation, and that is going with a sponge. Now let's see how it works with a foundation brush. So just put some right there. So just did one pump right here. This is definitely a medium coverage foundation. Actually, for me, it even feels like a full coverage because I tend to use very lightweight foundations. Some of them almost to sheer type of foundation, but this feels that it has a really nice coverage. I'm just gonna apply another about half a pump right there. So I'm gonna leave it to this amount of coverage because if I go over it, I feel like it may start looking cakey and I'm not used to it. Now, at first application, I will tell you one thing. The foundation looks actually radiant. Actually really, really radiant. Now you can tell my dark circles, they are like boom. But the foundation, as you can tell on my forehead, is nice and radiant. It does have a glow to it, but it's very, very subtle. Almost undetectable. So to be honest with you, I kind of like the application a little bit better with a sponge because it's just more smooth and not, you know, it doesn't show too much. But if you wanted to actually have a full coverage or medium to full coverage, then I will suggest that you can actually use a brush and that will give you that finish. Alrighty then, so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be off camera. I'm just going to apply my concealer, finish my eye makeup, and after I'm done with all my makeup, I will be coming back later on today to just give you an idea of how the foundation is acting on me. So just keep on watching. Okay, so I just finished to do all my makeup and I honestly really like the finish of this foundation so far. It looks really nice and it hasn't settled on my fine lines, just a little bit here on my smile lines. I don't know if you can see there. I like more the application with the Beauty Blender so far. The one with the brush, I don't know, it just looks a little bit too much on my skin, or maybe it's just a perception because the way that I like to apply my foundation. See, it looks like it's settling a little bit here on these fine lines, right over here more than anything. Right here, and then I have a big line right here. So right now it's about 7:05 in the morning. I will be wearing these all day long and I will be doing a check-in a little bit later on today for you. And don't forget, keep on watching. So here I am on my midday check-in and the foundation is looking pretty good. Like I said, it has settled onto my fine lines here. I just ate lunch, so a little bit of the foundation has rubbed off, but as you can tell, I don't know if it's the texture of the foundation, but it even kind of like emphasized my pores, which is something that I don't really like much. It's still radiant though, so it has a pretty finish. I will be checking with you in a little later and keep on watching. Okay, my friends, I'm sorry if I come a little bit, oh my gosh, sorry, it has been such a long day. It's right now 12:28 in the evening and I'm exhausted. I apply this foundation at around 6 o'clock in the morning, so that makes it what, maybe like an 18-hour wear test. This is the longest wear test that I have done in my channel, but anyhow, here we go. Let me tell you how it looks like. It actually lasted really well, the foundation. I mean, it's there. It has lasted all these hours. The only thing that I will tell you is that it has, and this was from the beginning, it settled into my fine lines and into my pores. I mean, for having it for so many hours, I will say it did a great job. It has some wear right here, wear off right here on my forehead, and on my chin area, and here on my eyelids too, and a little bit here. You can see some patchiness right here. But I mean, we're talking about 18 hours, so the wear time, it's pretty impressive, and it has wear off nicely in a way that it doesn't look like really off and you know, like ugly. Also, another thing, it is a very comfortable foundation. I didn't feel that heavy on my skin. I didn't feel like it was super drying. It's not hydrating or moisturizing either, but it's a comfortable wear that it will give you. The scent, I love the scent. It's this floral scent of, like I said, like kind of like a jasmine. I don't know, but it's just so pretty, the scent. I don't tend to like scents on my foundation, but this one actually has a pleasant scent. Now that I'm in love with this foundation, I will be totally sincere, no, I'm not a person that likes full coverage foundation, and this is actually a full coverage foundation. So you can get first application medium coverage, and then as you go a little bit, you know, like you can build it up to full coverage, because it's a full coverage foundation, and you were able to see that on the footage of this video. I enjoyed more applying it on my mature skin with a sponge. With the brush, it obviously gives you more payoff because it didn't have the absorption of the sponge. But my preference, it is, like I said, a little bit more between light to medium coverage. So for me, the sponge was the ideal way to apply it. But like I said, if you're looking for full coverage, this foundation is full coverage, so you can definitely build it up either with a sponge, or a brush will give you right away a payoff. There's a couple of things that I was also reading about this foundation on the Givenchy website. It has two undertones, like I mentioned at the beginning. I got it in a yellow undertone, but they also have a pink undertone. So these foundations, they come in the 20 shades, but you have two subtonalities, yellow and rosy pink, to choose from, which is not a lot, but I mean, it's there. It also says that this foundation formula works in perfect harmony with the skin. Its pigments and radiance correcting powders are supported in a strong, flexible polymer and silicone mesh that provides complete comfort. Now, about active ingredients for this foundation. This foundation actually contains a powder with absorbent mattifying properties that offers a smoothing effect, as well as a luminous oil that enables the pigments to be well distributed for a luminous, even finish. And yes, that's why it gives this radiant, very natural finish. It doesn't look too glowy, it doesn't look too matte. It's right in between. It's a very, very natural finish. So if you're looking for that type of finish, very natural, you will like it. I think this foundation will be best suited, although it says cross the line that anybody can wear, dry, normal, combination, and oily skin. This foundation is ideal for those who have normal, combination, and oily skin, to my opinion. For people that have dry skin, it's very comfortable. I do have dry areas right here on my forehead and on the side of my chin, and usually when a foundation doesn't agree with my skin, it starts itching right here, and this one all day long hasn't been itching, and I have a very sensitive skin and reactive skin, and it has worked really, really well. Obviously I like more of a little bit more up there in radiance and glow type of foundation, but this foundation look actually natural, skin-like type of foundation. Also, another active ingredient here, it features two setting polymers that guarantee the durability of pigments on the skin, and that is true. I think you can see it on this footage that the pigmentation is still there for being so long, for you know, all this time that I have been wearing it. The pigmentation, it's there, it has hold up really well. This foundation is also enriched in glycerin and licorice extract. The formula guarantees moisturized, supple, soothed skin. It is very soothing. and I'm talking in the point of view of a person that have reactive skin, sensitive skin, and like I said, my first points of reactions are right here and here, and I haven't had anything of that throughout the entire day that I have been wearing this foundation. Another important thing to note is that it's non-oily, and actually today it was another hot day here in California, and in my area it was above 72 degrees. It was hot and I was sweating, and the foundation didn't move around, so it had a good staying power and it didn't move around. The way that Givenchy described it is also a formula that makes this foundation your loyal ally in the face of any emotion, and I have to agree with that. It actually did not, you know, it did not came off with my sweat. Another important key point is I do not like to set my foundation with powder, and if I felt like the foundation was self-setting, so you really don't need to powder to apply your other products. It actually it dried down to a very comfortable finish. Like I said, it's super lightweight, you cannot even feel it. Now on the waterproof side, I haven't tried it with water, but like I said, I was sweating throughout the day, and this has been such a long day. Obviously it has to stay really well. Only two cons for me, it is that it settled onto all my fine lines, but perhaps if I powder those areas, the foundation will not move around, and therefore it will be a little bit more flawless. Other than that, my friends, I really enjoy this foundation. I think it's a really nice foundation. I will keep testing it and trying to see how my skin reacts to it, but you know, I'm very impressed on the durability of the foundation and how comfortable it is. My only suggestion, one more time, it will be maybe powder on those areas that you think it may settle, because this is what happened. It just settled into my fine lines, not in the extreme cakey side, but just, you know, a little or enough that I'm able to notice, and that is not my favorite thing to happen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. If you have subscribed already to my channel, I want to thank you so much for that support. It means so much to my heart. I greatly appreciate it. It's a lot of effort that I'm doing here, and I really appreciate that support. If you're new to the channel, please consider to subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. You will find great content in here, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below, and until the next time, you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.